we need is to see Paul Hartley in here, and we've seen a miracle. Here's Dirk, always with his top off. Look at the body on that. There's Dirk pretending that he can fight now. See, you don't just get a strong body through luck. You have to work on it, or you can be like Lovell.
And on Monday, recently, or a couple of years ago, we would maybe have a lower key because of the game on a Saturday, but we've changed our approach, and we now make Monday a harder day.
This one.
Because I've had the rest on a Sunday. We're learning, you know, through advice and watching and learning from other people and people that have achieved and been more successful than us, and fitness people. A Tuesday is normally a hard working day, and we do a fair bit of running on a Tuesday.
20!
On a Wednesday, if there's no a midweek game, we generally give the players a day off because, as you know, they're working on a Saturday, and most people have a Saturday and Sunday off. So we generally look to try and rest them, work them hard on the Tuesday, rest the legs, recovery.
It's good to be outside and have a relaxing walk, you know, around the golf course and enjoy the weather like today. I mean, we have our rules as well. We're not allowed to play after Thursdays, and so not too close to the game. Obviously, you know, it takes a little bit off your legs. So there's rules, guidelines in every club, and we have Thursday.
But you're kitted out for it. Where did you get the suit?
To be honest, I got it last year. Actually, 1.5 years ago. We had a day out with Fulham, like in a cross country, like motorcycling and shooting session, and they gave us a suit, and you know, I kept it for a golf.
I'm happy with that.
This is my outfit. It's similar.
Any fish in there? we should be fishing here.
Thursday, it's the build-up to the Saturday game. We'll go through shape.
First and foremost, we've got to stay with our men a little bit longer till we actually make sure we've actually got possession if we can. I know we squeeze out the line, but then we've got to start looking for them again. Would you agree or disagree with that?
More so on a Friday with shape, because one of the problems you have as a coach or a manager is when you reveal your team too early in the week, there's a lot of faces, a lot of heads down that they're not playing, and it can sometimes take the training down, it can take the atmosphere down, the spirit.
We'll set up the corner against us, please. So if the other guys, can you put in red bib for me, please? We'll try and set up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Andy, do you want me to go this way? Or this way?
I've done it.
Maybe you're like that to start with, and as he goes to kick, it's that, you know, it's just not a push, not the hands, but that, you know, just the elbow cross. Just the rope.
So we have to be careful when we reveal the team. But we'll work on functions with a view to the Saturday's game, but incorporate everybody, and so that nobody thinks, well, I'm not playing on Saturday, so I'll go in the huff here. Everybody thinks they're in with a chance.
Get up, Mixu!
Oh, well done, Mixu!
Oh, well done,
Well done, Davey!
Go on, Rusky.
One of the things Alex Ferguson said, be your own man, and people tell you that, be your own man, but you go in there with Well, I must do a little bit of Alex Ferguson, I must do a little bit of Jock Stein, I've worked with him, and I must do a little bit of, with other managers I've worked with, Alex Smith, you know, Ian Porterfield, and have a combination. But eventually, you do it yourself, you do it your own way, and you do what you feel. You feel, and that's when I realised things started to just come naturally.
Yeah, when you head that ball and it goes there, we stop, we look to pick him up again, but look, if he's offside, leave him in there. Right, get up!
And that's the one, Frank. Well done.
If Alex Ferguson's anger or ire got to you, you wouldn't survive in that team. Similar, I can give you a similar contemporary Alex in that era was Jim McLeish. And you look how successful Dundee United were. So it worked for that particular era, but they were tough characters in the Aberdeen team at that time, and guys with tough mentalities. We couldn't go running to our agents and say, get me out of here, you know, he's shouting at me every week. I need to go somewhere else where you know, a manager will appreciate me. They can do that nowadays. You know, in the Bosman era, then you have to, I think you have to be more manipulative.
No, Tom McManus. Google. Right there, right there. And we're left with that in there. You okay with that? Do you see it as a problem? You okay? But hey, Dirk, what have you...
That was another thing. He said, try and avoid confrontation. And he said that because he's experienced it, and he's trying to tell me not to do the things that he thinks haven't been right.
Oh, yes!
You learn to get to know the personalities better, the sensitive ones. I believe, mind you, I do believe that players playing at the level I want to see Hibernian aspiring to should be able to handle. You know, should be able to handle a bit of criticism if it's done in a constructive way.
I've made that many changes, you know, it's been difficult for me to on a day of game, pull individuals and say, you know, make changes here and there for one reason or another. Basically, I've tried to explain it by saying that I was making full use of the squad. But I'm accessible and the door is always open. Anybody wants to come in for a chat if you feel that I've not said enough.
There is still an element of fear. There is a fear factor that you can deploy, and basically that is a fear of losing your place because there's another guy in the squad who desperately wants your jersey.
Sometimes I feel that if I'm talking to players who are not playing, they feel as if they're getting patronised. And I don't want you to feel that way, so in some cases I think it's justified to tell you why or if you're not playing. So if the guys are not playing at the moment, you can just be a little bit more patient. Just got to be a wee bit more patient. It's becoming increasingly frustrating for us. I realise that.